Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Knit1.Tea2 podcast. My name is Dale, and I am coming to you from my home in Rhode Island, where I live with my two daughters and my husband. And I just put the baby down for a nap. She will be 4 months next week. I can't believe it. Right now, it is Wednesday, February 28th. And I hope that she stays asleep so I can get this recorded before we have to go get my older daughter from school. I got a new iPhone. It arrived today. I set it all up and I'm really excited to be recording with it today. So yeah, so there's that. I also want to say welcome to all of my returning viewers. Welcome to all my returning viewers and welcome back to my returning viewers. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm grateful for each and every one of you for being here and for supporting my channel and watching my videos. Everything that I mention, I'm going to list below in the description box. Shops, project pages, where you can find me, Ravelry, Instagram, or on YouTube. And I did set up a Ko-Fi account if anyone is willing or wanting to support my channel in that way. I appreciate it. And I think that's all of the administrative stuff. If I forget to put something in my description box, if you're looking for something, please let me know, because I really do try hard to include everything and everyone shops and everything like that. So I guess we'll get started. So what I'm wearing today is actually my first finished object. I hear the baby stirring, so I don't know how this is gonna go. But this was my purple scrap shawl. I started it on the 7th of January and I finished on February 8th. So it took just over a month. And actually, so it started down here. And this is where I was at the last podcast. Yes, I was wearing it with the marker, and I've worn it with the marker before because I didn't want to lose my spot. But that's how much I did since I last showed it. Last episode. It's been, well, I recorded last on the 30th. Maybe I should leave it just in case I have to re-record this tomorrow or something. I'm determined to get one last a podcast in for February. So I used all my scraps, all my purpley scraps, and this is the 22.5 degree, I think it's shawl, and I cannot remember the designer's name and I forgot to write it down. But I love it. I love it a lot. So yes, I'm going to keep that stitch marker in there for now, just in case, because, you know, life with a baby is, I can't even say she's a newborn anymore. She's going to be 4 months next week. I don't know if I said that already, but bear with me. We're still not sleeping totally great. We are getting a little bit longer stretches, but my brain definitely will need some time to catch up to life. So that was my first finished object. My second is my emotional support chicken. So after seeing everyone making these chickens, I decided I had to make one myself. Isn't she cute? So this is the pattern, the Emotional Support Chicken by the Knitting Tree. It's a paid pattern on Ravelry, and finally I caved and bought it, and I made one, and I finished her in 4 days. So I started her the 16th and finished on the 20th. And really, I probably could have finished her in 3 days, but I was waiting to go see my mom for the safety eyes because she had a bunch. So the main color is, the colorway is Argentine, and it is from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. I think it's patterned. The patterns. The purple, I have no idea. I did her bottom purple too. I'm not the greatest at like sewing things together, but I think she came out all right. It just takes a little practice. I think these are 14 millimeter safety eyes, I think. And I have no idea what the red, yellow, I don't know what those colorways are. But she's cute. She does not have a name. I really don't know. But the other day I was upset about something and Liliana comes to me and goes, here's your chicken, Mommy. Here's your chicken. She's an emotional support chicken, so here's your chicken. You're emotional. I was like, thank you. So there is that. I do have hers that I started, but I'm going to show you that in whips. My next finished object is my New Year, New Method socks. I finally finished them. I can never get YouTube to pick the thumbnail that I want it to. So these I started on January 4th and I finished them on February 21st. They took me a long time because I was getting used to the 9-inch circulars. I had other projects going. So the pop of color and like the contrasting color was gifted to me from Alicia of Apple Crafts, APL Crafts. If you don't follow her, go check her out on YouTube. I will put her podcast below. And the main color is, it's looking a little gray to me, but it is a light blue and it is a local yarn dyer to me. Her name is Sharon and she doesn't name her colors, but this is a natural, she does natural dyeing, a lot of natural dyeing. And this is elderberry. So it is like the 4th round of the elderberry dye pot. So I thought that was really cool. I finished those. So I actually am loving the 9-inch circulars. It was a lot to get used to, but they no longer are hurting me. I feel like I'm getting faster at them. And I'll talk more about them with my sock whip that I have on the needles now. I forgot my mittens. Okay, hold on. Pause. Okay, continue. I got this all funky now that I had taken it off. So on the 13th of February, I started a pair of mittens. And I used the pattern, The World's Simplest Mittens, a free pattern by Tin Can Knits on Ravelry. They're not sitting flat really because I just washed them because I've worn them quite a bit. I did this adult size small for these and they fit great. I did a contrasting part of the cuff because they match. Look, they're all like fuzzy. They match my hat that I made and the shawl. I made the Gradual Beginner shawl by Penny Strickland and this is the color I used for both of those. So now I have a matching set. And so that makes me happy. I actually posted a picture. I think I took a picture when I was wearing it all. So I'll post a picture there. Okay, now we're going to move on to whips. I had to pause for a minute because I have to take notes. And I'm taking notes and highlighting things I need to add when I edit. So now whips, I am not going to show what I have not worked on. I don't, if I haven't made any progress, I'm not going to show it. So the first thing that I will show will be my Cozy Memories. And I decided how I'm going to organize this a bit. So I actually transitioned this to this bag that my husband brought me back from Guatemala because it was getting too big for the other bag I had. So in January, I finished with a total of 14 squares. February so far, and I don't know if I'll get another one done, is 8 squares. So I'm not going in like any kind of order really. Kind of putting the color what color I want to work on and where I think it might look good. So let's see, new squares. So this was a new square and this was a new square. So those two. This one. These two. So this was actually the last one I did in January. I did this one, oh, these 3 actually, look at that. And I think that's it. Oh, this one. So I love the way that this is coming out. I just love it. I was really working on it in January, but I just haven't done as much of it in February, which is totally fine. But I really do love it. I think it's really cool. I do have to pay attention because I had to do this square twice because what I did was I picked up stitches on this side and then totally did not attach this together. So I had to take it out and redo it. But that's okay. So I have tons of scraps that I need to add in. I have a bag full of scraps. I'm using the Coziest Memory by Kemper Ray. It's a scrap blanket recipe. I think a lot of people are familiar with those types of blankets. So, and then what I decided to do is, where did I put those? I am going to, if I do another square in February, I will put a pink stitch marker on there. And if all my ones for March, I'm going to put green on. So that way I can calculate, add up the number of squares that I did each month, but also be able to show you the squares that I have added in during my podcast. All right, next I will go over Lanas Chicken. So she picked out a bunch of random colors from Stash, and I don't know any of them. I have no idea what any of them are. Oh, I have a snack in my bag. Nice. Okay. So, you ready for this? This is a Scrappy Chicken. So this is where I'm at. So this is exactly what she wanted, although I have to add, I don't know what happened with this. Oh, actually that might fix it. I think I just needed to pull that. Okay. Looks a little better. No, there's still a gap. I'm going to sew. I think I have to weave in the end and maybe just add a piece of black there. I think the color contrast is so different that, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, she loves it. She's excited. So I finished this side. I'm now going to work on this side. So funky. So fun. So yeah, she wanted... Did I? Okay. I'm like, oh my gosh. So what I did wrong with this, I had to redo the top half of this, the first tail. I had it all backwards. And she's like, it's fine. And I was like, no, it's not gonna add up. So it's gonna be funky. It's pretty cool. This I just have in a random bag that's not really a project bag, but I'm using it as one. It's just a bag my sister had given me for my birthday one year. That says Farmer's Market. So I lost my yarn. Okay, so there's Lanas Chicken. Now I have 3 sock whips. 4. I have 4. No, 3. 3. I have 3. My first one is my nighttime snuggle socks. So these are socks that I'm making for my husband, and I started them at nighttime while I was snuggling Mariella because they're a thicker sock. Oh my gosh, I have stuff everywhere. I have that in a bag that I got from the Naughty Knitress. It's a drawstring bag and I love it. So usually these live in Mariella's room, but I needed to start. I finished the first sock and started the second one this morning because it was looking like I was doing the wrong number of rows, but I didn't. So this is the sock. The yarn, hang on. I'm very out of touch here. The yarn is Lion brand yarns, basic stitch, anti-pilling. I got it from Job Lot. I don't know if Job Lot is a thing that's just Rhode Island or not. And it is 157 yards, 85 grams. It's 100% acrylic. It is a worsted weight yarn. The color is just blue/white. How boring. But I really love it. So I feel like it's coming out gray. It definitely is blue. I really, really love it. And so my husband was supposed to get these for Valentine's Day. He didn't. So I have my little progress keeper there that I made with a moon and a star. I was supposed to do my nails before this too, but I don't know what each day is going to bring. So the first one is done. And I got stitches on for the second one. Didn't even separate them out yet. But my goal is to separate these out and do one row at least before nighttime, so that way I can work on it easier. I actually worked on my Scrappy Blanket last night, well, the past couple nights actually, because these were kind of in limbo. But now I can get those going. I will show my Scrappy Blanket too, because I have worked on it, but I have to go grab it. So I'm going to do my other 2 sock whips first. So these ones I'm calling my Phoenix Fire socks, because I'm listening to a book that was talking about Phoenix Fire and red and blue flames. So these are in my chicken bag from Bags by Awesome Granny. My sister got these for me. Got this for me for my Christmas. For Christmas. The yarn is Knit Picks Stroll Fingering. Colorway is Supernova. And I'm using 9-inch circulars, size 0. US 0, which is a 2 millimeter. Is it? Is that really it? Gosh, it doesn't say. Or does it say on here? I don't know. It doesn't say. I think it's a 2 millimeter. So I just finished the gusset decreases this morning. I can't speak today. I think I did a 18 round cuff. I don't know. It's an 18 round cuff. Don't ask. Slip stitch heel flap. Gusset decreases. I have my progress keeper from Breaking Yarn on here. I'm marking the first half of my sock this time too. But I have just 2. This is my beginning of round, is the moon that I made, those 2. And I do have to say, so for me, doing my heel flap, I actually did my heel flap on a size 1, US 1 DPNs. So 2.25 millimeter. Because when I did it on the size 0, it just felt really small, really tight. I don't know. One of these socks, one heel is DPNs and one heel is size 1 and one is size 0. And I feel like I can't really notice a difference, even though I feel like there is a difference. I don't know. I was not comfortable on the circular needles to do the heel flap. And I don't know if it's because they were new and they need to just be like broken in a little bit. I kind of like was really moving them around. So maybe that's why they were too stiff. I'm not sure, but I was more comfortable using the DPNs. And like I said, you can't really tell the difference in my gauge here because I went down on gauge for the needle size anyways. I went down on needle size because my gauge was like the same with size 0 on the 9-inch circulars as they were on a size 1 DPNs. And I do my heels in size 1 DPNs. Is any of that making sense? I have no idea. I'm going to stop talking about that now. I did it. It makes sense in my head. I don't know if I just articulated that correctly. So we'll see how far I get on that today. I haven't done... Well, I did some knitting today. Not a ton. So those are those. My Love and Chocolate socks are next. So these I used Pretty Twisted Yarns Yarn of the Month Club for February. And I started these on DPNs. And I'm debating if I'm going to wait and finish the 9-inch circulars and then finish them. There's my other decrease marker. Interesting. Okay. It's so pretty. This is February Yarn of the Month Club. Love is like a box of chocolates. And I actually have this in my Ginger Snap Fibers Christmas camper bag. And the yarn, the cake is in my avocado Christmas. I don't even know what this is called. Oh my gosh, guys. My brain. All my brain cells went to the baby. So this is on her Lavish base. It's an 85% superwash extra fine merino, 15% nylon, 437 yards, 100 grams, 4-ply fingering weight yarn. And this is her, no, this is her logo. And this is how far I've gotten. I really haven't gotten very far. So I'm debating if I'm going to continue on the DPNs or not. I don't know. I think it's just because I have so many other sock whips. But we'll see. For now, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I was debating finishing one of these and then doing one of these and then going back. I don't know. I can't always decide what I want to work on. I really can't. Okay, wait. I forgot to say when I started these socks. So the Love and Chocolate socks that I just showed, I started on the 21st of February. I started my 9-inch sock. My 9-inch circular? My 9-inch circular socks. Oh my gosh. Also on the 21st. I think it doesn't help. I'm trying to go quick so that I can get it in before the baby wakes up and before I have to get my daughter. I shouldn't have done that. But regardless, no matter when I record, if the baby will be sleeping, I'm always going to want to talk fast so I can get it recorded. I'm trying to articulate my words, but this is me. I was almost going to start singing that song. If you know what that song is from. I like that movie. Okay. Now it's in my head. I can't sing it. YouTube will get mad. All right. The nighttime snuggle socks that I started for my husband, I started on the 7th of February. Some nights I don't get time to knit, which is preferable, honestly, because that means that she has settled right back down and gone back to sleep. I prefer that. I hold her up for 15 to 20 minutes after, and some nights I'm just too tired and I don't want to knit, and some nights I do. So, I just dropped my pen. One more sock whip. My share a pair with my sister socks. So she gave me this share a pair yarn for Christmas. It is Mandys Makings. And the green is Grasshopper. And the blue is Breathe Deep. And these are coming with me to work on while I wait in the car for my daughter. And so this is how far I've gotten. So I did the blue for the cuff. I'm going to do green for the heel and blue for the toe on this one, and then do the opposite on the next one. So green, blue heel, green toe. So I'm following the Crazy Sock Lady share a pair tutorial. Well, it was a tutorial on striping, but she used a share a pair yarn. So I'm using that tutorial. I have a little turtle that was actually a charm for a charm bracelet, and I turned it into a stitch marker. And we started those on the 23rd of February. She came over, we started them. She is a lot farther than I am. So, but it's nice that we get to work on them together and share our progress. Like I said, she's a lot farther than me. She just started her gusset decreases. So, anyways. Let me go get my Scrappy Blanket to show you. Be right back. Okay. So I got my Scrappy Blanket out of Mariella's room without waking her up. And here we are. So this is just a garter Scrappy Blanket that I started on July 31st of 2023. I'm trying to weave in some ends as I go. And I'm using all random scraps. So literally any size, I mean, obviously not like scraps that are this big, but any size scraps I am putting in here, because sometimes, like for this in particular, I know I ended up making 3 of these socks because I lost one. And so I tried to make them even, the colors. So I know I had some random pieces there. So yeah. This is where we're at. So I have this ball here, and like I struggle with magic knots. They just don't stay together for me very well. But I have this, and then I don't even have this in a bag. What is in this bag? Oh, that's what I think I'm going to use for Lanas Chicken. Okay. So I don't even have this in a bag right now, but I do have a baggie with some more. I do have other scraps, but I may or may not use them for something else. So what I'm trying to do is, like, those balls I know are just going to go in here. The other ones I have all in a bag. Actually, they're right here. And then I have a bag in my Cozy Memories blanket that I want to put a square in there first and then figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of them. So, and then the last time I showed this was who even knows when. But last time I showed it, I was down here. So, I mean, that's kind of a lot. When did I start this? Or start working on it again? Sometime in the new year. But I must have been in February because I didn't show it in January. Unless I had started working on it in January and just didn't show it. I have lots of little ends to weave in, I feel like. But that's okay. They'll get done eventually. What else? I think that's it. I really do like this, though. It's going to be a nice blanket. I might make it a lap blanket size. I haven't decided yet. I will just keep going, and then we'll see how I feel when it gets going. But I do like this the squish. I was going to do it fingering held double, but I didn't have a ton of each color to hold double, and I felt like that might look a little weird if I tried to do multiple together. But I do like the way it's coming out. So, yeah. But I did work on that the past couple nights in Mariela's room. All right, I think that's it for the making. I still have to do an unboxing video for yarn that I got. It's just been, newborn life. So I will do that. My goal is to put up a podcast at least once a month. Maybe twice depending on progress. Maybe another extra video or something thrown in there. What else was I going to say? I think that's it for the making. So if you were just here for the making, thank you, and I will catch you next time. I will talk about the books that I'm reading if you're interested in that. And I don't know much more life I have to share here. So for books, I had finished the last time I was reading Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas, and I think I was on book number 1, but I finished the first book, the second book, and the third book. I listened to them all on audiobooks. So House of Earth and Blood was the first one. House of Flame and Shadow, I think, was the second one. And the new one is something. I'll put a picture of the new one here because that just came out not that long ago. And it was good. It was really good. I'm re-listening to Zodiac Academy, which is by Carolyn Peckham and Susan Valenti. I'm re-listening to that series because there is a new book coming in April. I thought it was going to take me a lot longer to go through them, but I just kind of listened to them. I got myself some earbuds from Amazon. I had stopped using these and was using my corded headphones because I read that these give off more like the emissions, but I can't use the headphones with the cords with the baby. So for now, that's where I'm at. But yeah, so I listened to those 2, and I think I'm on the 4th one. They're really good. And I've listened to them before, so I listened to them a little bit faster. I need to start a book that I'm doing with a book club with my nieces, 2 of my nieces and my mom and sisters, but I haven't started that. we're going to read The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle. And what else? Shows. Oh, we are watching Little House on the Prairie, but we also are watching The Voice. That started Monday, a new season. So we watched that. And then So You Think You Can Dance is coming back next week. So I'm really excited about that because I used to love to watch that show. So I think I'm going to watch that. What else do I need to talk about? I think that's it. Like I said, we are sleeping a little bit better. So that's good. I got nothing. Yesterday, I was very grateful that yesterday I was feeling very overwhelmed. My house is a disaster. I hadn't even finished cleaning up dishes from Monday because the baby was just very clingy on Monday. She just wanted to nurse like a good chunk of the day, and when she was sleeping she wanted to be on me. If I put her down she would scream. So it was a little bit of a day, but she was only happy while I made dinner. Thank goodness she was happy then, but that was the only time all day that she was happy not being attached to me. So luckily yesterday was better. I asked my mom to come up and she did, and she sat with her. She might have taken a nap in her bed, but I wasn't going to risk it. I needed just like a couple hours to go at it and get my stuff done. So I did like 3 or 4 loads of laundry. I ran the dishwasher. I emptied the dishwasher. I made cookies. I made meat. Last night we had pasta and meat sauce for dinner. I had made shaved steak that I had for lunch today and, for lunches for the week, and got some stuff done. I put laundry away. It was great. It was amazing. I feel so much better today. I have a load of laundry I need to switch over, but I'm like caught up basically on laundry. So if I can do a load a day, that'd be great. So I just need to switch that. And then, yeah, I had emptied the dishwasher this morning and it's refilled, so I can just fill it as I go. I have pork tenderloins in my crock pot for dinner. I'm going to make tortillas. We have leftover rice and broccoli leftover. Yeah, it's just good. I feel better now, and I feel like I've had things kind of put back together. So we'll see how long that stays, because like I said, every day is different. I never know how much knitting time I'm going to get done. I like to have projects that I can work on while I'm holding her if she's sleeping. 9-inch circulars are great for that because I'm not afraid I'm going to poke her with a DPN. And if I have to throw it aside, I can, and I don't feel like I'm losing stitches potentially or needles. I think that's it. I don't know. I really have nothing much else. My life is just feeding baby and myself and my daughter, my other daughter, and my husband. My husband's working. That's all. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. If you ever have any questions for me that you want me to answer, please let me know. Yeah. And thank you. I appreciate everyone for being here. Please like, subscribe, share with friends my videos. I appreciate it all as I continue to grow my viewers and my channel, and I'm really excited, and I'm so hoping that everyone's excited and happy and notices a difference in the quality of my videos with my new iPhone, because I am so excited about it. So have a great day or night or whatever time you're watching this. I'm going to try and edit and get it out tomorrow before the 1st of the month, before the 1st of March, and we shall see. But thank you, everyone. I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Bye.